welcome to Finextra. I'm Emily Horler and I'm here with Vecchione of Deutsche Bank, and we're at Money 2020-2016 in Las Vegas. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me, appreciate it.
How do you view the current regulatory environment and the relationship between banks and fintechs?
Well, I think banks now view this as an opportunity. We view financial technology as clients, as partners, and as key challenges, which are really going to push the boundaries of banks' business models and make us better at what we do. I think to the question, there's two important components. The first one is regulatory. We're all seeing a positive regulatory environment for this sector. We're reviewing the PSD2, we're seeing sandboxes set up in the US, or the UK and Singapore, and we're seeing a tremendous amount of financial innovation out of the emerging markets as it relates to financial inclusiveness. I think we're going to see that trend carry over to the US, and it's going to really take a manifestation here. For instance, we're seeing a US House bill that's going up for proposal that's going to mandate that many US federal agencies set up financial innovation offices. They're also looking to set up a sandbox in the US where fintechs can effectively test their products and services before rolling them out into full-scale production. From a bank's perspective, banks have really embraced the sector. We've taken a hard look at our governance models, at our client onboarding frameworks, and it's enabled us to bring in a much broader set of financial technology companies into our client portfolios. This is important because fintechs are now gaining critical access to robust and scalable platforms that the banks manage. I think the two of these things, the regulatory environment, the embrace by banks, is really going to be a powerful force that continues the momentum for the foreseeable future.
And what fintech verticals would you say are prominent in the cash management space?
We really view the world in four verticals. The first one is infrastructure. It's companies that are doing things around AML and cybersecurity. The second one is money and payments. Things around card schemes, payment service provisions, companies focused on distributed ledger technology. The third one is markets. We're looking to companies that are doing things around wealth management, robo-advising, high-frequency trading, and of course, consumer lending. And the fourth one is marketplaces. These are companies focused on e-commerce, sharing economy, and the emerging Internet of Things. The thing that excites us the most is the intersection of payments and marketplaces. We see businesses truly building borderless business models that are scalable and that are in some instances actually creating trade corridors that did not previously exist. For cash management providers, that's very exciting. It's providing us access to volumes that were otherwise inaccessible. In turn, fintechs are benefiting from getting access to our robust networks across the world, which are really letting them scale their business in an exponential fashion.
In the spirit of Money 2020, what would you say the future of fintech and banking will look like in the year 2020?
Well, I think when we look back in 2020, it's going to be a very positive story. I think when we reflect, there's going to be two key trends that we see. The first one is we're going to see consolidation in the industry. I think large, well-established, scaled players are going to look to move into new markets, into new products, and to do that, they're going to acquire companies. So you're going to see an acquisitive environment where you consolidate the existing 6,000 fintechs down to a much smaller subset of the population. The second thing that you're going to see is that you're going to see banks accelerate the integration of fintechs as partners. There's no question that banks are going from integrated models to more modular business models across payments, across compliance, and across user interfaces. But I think the big story when we look at 2020 is when we reflect is going to be the story around financial inclusiveness. As these systems scale, as they become interoperable on a global basis, you're going to see a whole contingent of people that have been traditionally excluded from the financial system brought in. It's going to be very exciting. There's a lot of work to do, but I think by 2020, it's going to be a great story, and Deutsche Bank's excited to be a part of it.
Lee, thank you very much for speaking with me.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for watching.